Now we are going to learn about the transversal concept. What is transversal line and what are the angles formed by the transversal line, etc. So first start with the definition of transversal. What is transversal? If two or more lines are intersected by the another line at distinct points, then the line is said to be transversal line. So here look at the figure. Here we have two lines L and M, and these two lines are intersected by the another line P at a distinct point. So this line intersect the M at point, for example say X, and this line intersect the point line L at point Y, say Y. So means this line P divides the another two lines at a distinct point. So this type of line is called transversal line. If two or more lines intersected by another line at a distinct points, then the line is said to be transversal. So here L and M are intersected by the another line P at different points. That's why P is called transversal line. Okay. When transversal intersect two lines, then 8 angles formed. So look at the figure here. Here two lines intersected by the transversal. So here we have 8 angles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. And these angles are different types. Some of angles are corresponding angles, some are interior alternate angles. Okay. Now look at what are corresponding angles. Corresponding angles are, they lie on the same side of the transversal and they placed in the same positions. So for example, here angle 1 and angle 5 are corresponding angles because angle 1 and angle 5 lie on the same side of the transversal and these are in the same place, means this is above the line. Similarly angle 5 is also above the line M. So angle 1 is above the line M and similarly angle 5 is above the line M. So that's why corresponding angles are lie on the same side of the transversal and they placed in the same positions. So angle 1, angle 5 corresponding angles. Similarly angle 2, angle 6, these are same side of the transversal and these two angles placed in the same positions. Similarly angle 4, angle 8 corresponding angles, angle 3, angle 7 corresponding angles. So we have 4 pairs of corresponding angles. And next one, alternate angles. In this alternate angles we have two type of alternate angles: interior alternate angles and exterior alternate angles. Alternate angles are lie on either side of the transversal. If the angles are in interior of the given lines, then they are said to be interior alternate angles. If the alternate angles are exterior of the given lines, then they are said to be exterior alternate angles. So watch the interior alternate angles and exterior alternate angles. Here interior alternate angles are angle 3 and angle 5 because these are the two lines and 3, 4, 5, 6 are in between the lines. So these are interior angles. So we are discussing about interior alternate angles. According to the definition of interior alternate angles, they are lie on either side of the transversal and they lie between the lines. So these are interior angles because these are lie in between the lines. Alternate angles are lie either side of the transversal. So angle 3, angle 5, so these are lie on either side of the transversal and these are in the in between the angles. That's why angle 3, angle 5 interior alternate angles. Similarly angle 4, angle 6, these are either side of the transversal. So angle 4, angle 6 are interior alternate angles. Similarly exterior alternate angles, they lie exterior of the lines. So 1, 2, 7, 8 are exterior of the angles and 1, 7 either side of the transversal. That's why 1, 7 exterior alternate angles. Similarly angle 2, angle 8 exterior alternate angles. So these concept we have you have learned in 7th and 9th 8th classes also. Okay. And very important topics, you know that is if two lines are parallel. That means if two parallel lines are intersected by a transversal, then the corresponding angles formed by the transversal are equal. if two lines are equal. So here you can see that figure L and M. If L and M are parallel lines, then the corresponding angles found by the transversal are equal. If L and M are not parallel, then corresponding angles are not equal. L, M are parallel, then only corresponding angles found by the transversal equal. Okay, so I wrote the condition here. When given lines are parallel, corresponding angles found by the transversal are equal. Similarly, two parallel lines are intersected by the transversal, then the alternate angles are also equal. So I wrote the condition here. Similarly, alternate angles are also equal when L is parallel to M or when given lines are parallel. And sum of interior angles is 180. Similarly, sum of exterior angles is 180 when two lines are parallel. Here, if L and M are parallel, then sum of interior angles on the same side of the transversal. So condition, write the condition: sum of interior angles on the same side of the transversal. Here also sum of exterior angles on the same side of the transversal. Okay, when two lines are parallel, then the sum of interior angles on the same side of the transversal is 180 degrees. Similarly, sum of exterior angles on the same side of the transversal is 180. Okay, so just watch the figure. I explain the given two statements, that is sum of interior angles on the same side of the transversal. So these are interior angles 3, 4, 5, 6, and sum of interior angles on the same side of the transversal. So here P is the transversal, 4 and 5 lie on the same side of the transversal, and these two angles are interior angles. So if two lines are parallel, then the sum of interior angles gives the result 180. So angle 4 plus angle 5 equal to 180 if L is parallel to M. Otherwise it is not equal to 180. Similarly, if L is parallel to M, angle 3 and angle 6 180. So similarly, exterior angles of the same side of the transversal, 1, 8 are exterior angles, and these are same side of the transversal. So if two lines are parallel, sum of these two angles is equal to 180. Similarly, 2 plus 7 equal to 180. So these are only if L is parallel to M. If L is not parallel to M, these are not possible. So just observe carefully.